The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw right away.
He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now it's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. To throw is Wilson. Again, he finds Moore.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch him to just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Tua now on 1st down.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
I don't see all of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He's going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a dump off here complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys will probably express.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua, flush to his right. Got a man here at it's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Running left, here's Edmonds. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Tua, a final shot before half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua on target over the middle to Hill. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south in Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This one finds Wilson downfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the ground with a tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
It's brought in by Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds, down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they've got to show them to challenge.
2 for the Miami first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Let's go now.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Tua going to run the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now Wilson on 1st down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and inches. Wilson. Got a man. It's Berrios complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Wilson
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.